Family at this time. May the peace of y'all come upon you when you learn to obey him. I'm gonna do this short video real quick. I want to point some things out to you. Dealing with the power on getting on your knees and raising your hands. And why the enemy calls our people to do these things, brothers and sisters. Because that's one of the common things that you see the police force do to our people in captivity. They tell you get on your knees, raise your hands, put them behind your back. It's all for a reason. And we're going to cover some of these meanings in the wording in Hebrew language, what they call Hebrew, modern term Hebrew today. And we're going to look at this, and we're going to briefly get into this, because it's very important that we have this knowledge and see what these people are doing to us, brothers and sisters. So I'm going to deal with this word, need. So in Hebrew, the word need, you can find it in 12 right here. In Numbers, Hebrew number. Let me get my focus. Give me a moment. I got automatic focus. So right here, we're dealing with the number right here. 12, I hope you can see that once the focus come in. It's the lighting causing the focus to be off. So let me turn to, I'm about to turn to the light. Give me a moment. Let me turn to the light and see can I pick up the focus a little bit better. Right here, brothers and sisters. Right here. So give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'm trying to get this focus, get this camera to focus in so I can do this video. It's the light. I'm in a dim place. So right here, let me get this, trying to get it to focus. So we're dealing with the need and the power of Nelly. Hebrew word is birak right here. Birak. If I could get it to focus on it real quick. I'll try to get the focus right here. There you go. Right here. Birak. Right here. And we're dealing with right here. It says, see, to kneel, an act of reverence to authority. See, it's an act of giving a reverence to authority. And right here. So we got that right here. So I'm going to go down here. I don't want to read all the meanings right now. Of the 1290 right here. Barik. It's a knee. Right here. Then I'm going down to the meaning. It says to bow the knee. Means to be reverent or submissive. See, so they're telling you about his knee. Let me go ahead before I get into explaining. Right here, then you got Birak. You got Birik. Right here, it's a knee. To kneel down on the knees is to assume a position of reverence or worship. So we got that. See, a reverence, worship, respect. We got right here reverence or being submissive to the one who have authority. See right here, so an act of reverence to authority, of respecting authority. You see, so this is what they're acquiring. It says to assume a position of reverence or worship. And in this case, I'm pretty sure in people's mind, they're not worshiping the police officer, not at all. But it's an act of giving them respect because they got this gun pointed at you, and they tell it and fear. See, this reverence also, in this word reverence also referred to fear. Because to fear somebody is to give them respect and regard them in esteem of authority or power, which is you're giving them, showing you, you're giving them the power over you when you submit to them that way. So I'm showing you this is what they're doing to you. See, it's like this is psychological, mental, giving up your authority to the ones that have power over you. So we're going to look at that. So the next one we're going to deal with hands. Hands is dealing with raising of the hand. And the word hand in Hebrew is yad. We're going to look at the word yad, which is hand. In number 30:27. And the number 30:27, give me a moment, we're going to get there, and we're going to look at this word, and we're going to put it all together. So we know you're getting on your knees, and it's an act in assuming a position of reverence to this governmental official that you are under, showing that you, when you do these things, you are submitting to this one, showing you they have the power, assume the power over you. And that's when they get you on your knees like that, they assume the power. You give them the power over you when you willingly do these things. I'm showing these things so you can know these things. So I'm going to 30:27. Give me a moment. 30:27. Let me get there. I'm almost there. 30:27. Let me get my mark on it. So we got 30:27, and we're going to look at this word, yod. That is very important, right? Dealing with the word hand. And in this word, we're going to find in this hand power, control, action, strength, and custody. See, a lot of times they tell you to raise your hand, then they're supposed to come up to you and pull your hand down and put it behind your back and put them handcuffs on you. See, so they're assuming custody over you. See, so right here, we're looking at the word right here. Let me get it focused. Give me a moment. Right here. Yod right here. And so when you look at this meaning, I don't have a mark, so we're going to go through some. You have, see, hand. By extension, arm, finger, figurative of control. See, it's a show of control, power, strength, direction, care, hand. So we're looking at that. So I'm going to go down and look at a couple of more meanings. So you got custody right there. Custody. I'm just going over the important meanings right here at this time. So I'm going down the list. So we got custody right there. I'll show you custody right here. I'll show you a figurative of control, power, strength. See, so when you put these words together with yod, hand, and the extension of the arm, they know what this means. See, when you assume that's their position, I'm showing you my notes. I didn't want to show you my note, but nevertheless, see, that's 30:27 got hand, then you got the power, then you got control, then you got control of it. So you put it right in the hand. You raise your hand, they tell you to raise your hand, it's showing power. You're giving them power over you. Because it's an extension of showing power, control, action of your actions. See, they're telling you to do this action, to raise your hands. Strength, which is, and raising your hand is strength. They're taking away your strength and putting you under custody, see, under their control and power. See, and this is what they're doing to you, brothers and sisters. When you get on your knees, you assume a position and a reverence and respect to them out of fear. Most of the time we do these things is out of fear, act of getting shot or clubbed or beat up by the police officers. See, so they know all of these things in their mind when they're training and been taught these things. And that's why the first thing they want to take you out of custody. When they bind you, see, binding you is showing they're taking your power away from you. And they assume the power over you and control over you. See, when they grab your hands and take you into custody, they got control over you, over your actions, see? And take away your strength. That's why they bind you with shackles. Strong substance that is difficult to break. Occasionally people break them, but majority of the time they bind you. And so that's when they can take control over you. And you know what else. You see all the videos, what they can do to you once they control you. And that's why sometimes it takes 4 or 5. The whole kid to wrestle you down. And then bind you. You know, the first thing they go for is the hands and the legs. And that's why they tell you to drop down to your knees to get you in that position. I forgot what they call it, prone position or whatever they call it. But nevertheless get you into a position to take your power away, your control away, your actions, your strength. when they bind you in custody, brothers and sisters. It's right there. And that's the power of getting on your knees from the evil ones. That's why they call it the police force. They mind is to force you to obey their policy, even though the policies is against your will. Majority, 99.9% of the time, you're not even guilty. But they first, they come up to you. They want you to assume in these positions, especially if you're a so-called black man in America. This is what the evil white people do. The one that call themselves white, the European people do. And even the foolish ones, the Uncle Toms of our own nation, do these same things. And knowing their own ancestors was taking this way. So they assume these jobs and become a servant slave because of money. I know 100% that's what they do. Just like the military guys. They would do all manner of evil things. They forget all their ancestors. Forget their own brother and love a European nation that don't even love them because they blind by the money and their house, their cars, the things, the privileges they got from the enemy. I'm only stating this because it's a fact. To show you the hate, the evil that come upon our own people. The blindness. To sin. It's a sin to love your own enemy over your brother and sisters. That got to be a sin. How can you love another nation before you love Yah? And when Yah said his people die because of lack of knowledge. You got to first learn to love your own self, the own bloodline you came from, your closest kin. How can you love the enemy over your kin for money? But our people do that. They care for them. But these people don't care for you. These people don't even reverence the laws of the Creator. And then we have ones, even the one they call Abraham. I can't think of his last name at the moment. He was an ex what they call it, special police, not a special police, but the one that worked for the Secret Service agent. And he loved this government laws because he was blinded. He loved this Constitution. And then they turned against him because he tried to hold up the Constitution, because of John F. Kennedy death. He tried to speak out. And they put it on him. Try to kill him. And then he found out about that. See them brothers and sisters? And tell them how many people this same man could have touched. Damn, I ain't on this half either. Even though he learned from his mistakes. But a lot of these people are still lean toward this government before their own government. Because they don't know their own government. And I don't want to get on him like that. I'm trying not to. But I got to bring facts as facts, brothers and sisters. Too many of our people love this government, but and reject their own because they don't know their own government. But reject their own people, blind by the money. Many people, I see people, they don't even want to speak to you, don't even want to look at you. They so Hasidity and so blind. Try to look like European people, talk like them, dress like them. And I know a lot of this we can't get out of our people. A lot of our people gonna die that way, and it's sad. I didn't mean to turn it down that road, but sometimes I got to turn down the road because I see it, and I'm a witness to it. And I ain't going to sugarcoat nothing for none of them. I don't care. If they don't love me, I can't worry about them because they don't even love their own Creator. So how the world they going to love me? These are the facts. I point these things out because this is the stuff that is killing our nation. Why the European people killing our nation? Because even the people in our own nation disobeying Yah. And Yah said in Isaiah chapter 1, verse 20, the enemy going to kill you if you don't obey him. These are the facts, brothers and sisters, of the words of Yah. And I show you this about this hand, about raising your hands and getting on your knees. They take away our power, our control, our actions, our strength. All of these things and put us in custody. And our people be stacked away in any prison house. Everything, Abiyah said, the Creator of heaven and earth, the rock of our nation, who we belong to, we are his inheritance, said was going to be afflicted on our nation because our nation did not obey him. And until our nation obey him and turn back to him with a whole heart towards him, just going to continue on with our nation, brothers and sisters, to our 2/3 of our people be destroyed off the face of the earth. I don't lie. And that's why I call you back to the righteousness of Yah, the remnant, to obey him, to submit to the will of Yah, that we may get out of this custody and captivity, out of the power, control, and strength of this nation, see? And now we got the foolish ones. I hate to say it like that. I got to say it like I don't hate it because it's a fact. Going out there raising their hands all over the earth in America, submitting to these people. Even though they saw the guy did it in Ferguson and the police shot him dead. I know it's an act of a sign, but we need to raise these hands up to Yah. Yes, who is our real power, our real source, willingly. But you got to do it willingly. Not willingly raise your hand. Not a lot of people don't know what they do. You submitting to the power, the authority, the control of the actions. But that's all out of ignorance, brothers and sisters. I give you the words of Yah. I'll show you the signs. The act, what you do when you do these things, brothers and sisters. And what that boy did. And they shot him dead in the doorknob. I never seen it, but that's what they said went down. According to what I heard, if it's true, he raised his hand and submitting to. And giving himself into the power, the custody of these people. And they shot him dead. That's wrong. I know our brothers and sisters, people doing it for a sign, a statement, showing that the police was wrong. But the Father said we will not get justice, brothers and sisters, in America. He said, not until we get home, we're going to get justice. And the one he said going to bring that justice is the branch of Yah. With that, I say, Todah Yah.